years and still nothing. Like that's how it all ended, basically.
Yeah, brother, this is why the frustration is so hard. As you just said now, 3 years, working hard, coming to Europe, just training, just waiting for that opportunity. Finally, you get that opportunity where, I was there with my sponsors and my friends, and you touch the ring like, this is it. This is about to happen, And uh, after that, we had our rules meeting. Funny enough, the rules meeting was on the day of the fight, an hour before the fight. And we were presented with some clubs. And truth of the matter is I wasn't happy with the clubs. And that's why I didn't fight, brother. Nothing more, nothing less. Is a week before the fight, my management team did message us to say to bring our own gloves to the fight. And my coach, my coach Dominic has been over 150 world title fights, championship fights, WBC, WBO, all over, And when we got that message, he was like, no, we don't bring our own gloves, the promoter or their team, because they're paying for everything, must present new gloves. We even wrote a message to them. We said, like the rules and regulations of boxing, for world title fights, even for a title fight, new sets of gloves to be presented, signed and checked by the commission, signed off, and we get to choose, okay? If he's the A team, I'm the B team, doesn't matter. We get to choose between 4 sets of gloves or 2 sets of gloves. And everything must be the fair play. We are in a dangerous sport, As I was even saying to them, I'm from South Africa, a third world country. I've had title fights in South Africa where even BSA themselves give us new title gloves, even if it's Damascus gloves or what does Golden Gloves use? Rival gloves. Those are all new. They don't bring gloves that have been used in tournaments or anything like that for the title fights. I understand if we're fighting 6 rounds or 8 rounds, sometimes we use the gloves that were used in the prior bouts, in the bouts before or something like this, on the night. That's understandable. But for a world title fight, even for a championship fight, in all bodies of boxing, the rules and the regulations are we should be presented with the same kind of gloves, okay? And even fairly new gloves, new gloves. Those are the rules of boxing. It is, why are the rules like this? Boxing is a dangerous sport. There's people dying from this every week. Just 2 weeks ago, my coach even said at the rules meeting, there's a lady that just died from this. She got knocked out. She died. She didn't make it home. You understand? And it's just about sticking to the rules. Even if you're paying, they were calling me a journeyman. They were paying for the fight and stuff like this. Yeah, I understand that. I went all the way there. I sacrificed a lot here at home to be there for these guys. A lot of things were wrong, Hayden. From the medical check, we get there, the medical check. Firstly, the weigh-in the day before. Yes, I was an hour late. Why? They put us 1 hour away from the weigh-in hotel. Okay? Our miscommunication with the accent of my promoter, he said 50 minutes, it sounded like 15 minutes. So we were ready to go, got out of our hotel, we phoned, we're like, where's this place? They give us the address, it's an hour away. We have to drive an hour now. We drive, we get there. As we arrive at the weigh-in, my opponent is gone. He's already waiting. It didn't make sense. Even if we are late for a weigh-in, everyone waits. We are the main fight. Everyone waits. They will be pissed off. They will be pissed off with us because of that we are late. I understand the boxers will be angry with me. The other team will be angry with me because we are late. But as far as I know, you've been to boxing fights. If someone's late, everyone has to be present for the weigh-in. We all have to sign a piece of paper to say we are here. Here's my opponent. The main fight will go first, or they will do the other fights and then the main fight. But everyone has to be present to see the weights and stuff like this. I get there, no one is there. We get told to wait in the lobby because we came late. So they're going to eat their food. By the promoter, he says to us, you arrived late. You wait there, you and your coach. We're going to finish our lunch and we will come to see you guys. We wait for 20 to 30 minutes. They come out. They start shouting at us because we're late. I say, bro, it's not my fault. Firstly, we're so far from this weigh-in, okay? And it was a miscommunication. I did phone everybody when we saw how far it was to say, sorry, guys, sorry about the miscommunication. We are on our way. Not that we left them in the dark. We said we are on our way. There was a very big miscommunication here, but we're coming, okay? Weigh-in happens. I get on this, they say, no, they've recorded the guy's weigh-in. He's not there. It's okay. Hey, this is the first time this is happening in my whole career, but I'll weigh in. I get on the scale. At first, I weigh in at 50, I weighed in at 63.7. That made me 400 grams heavier. The supervisor says to us, he's just holding a piece of paper with weights, nothing to sign, no official paper, nothing. He says to us, no, it's fine. It's fine. You can fight. We said, what? My coach says, no. My boxer is going to go now and use the toilet. He's got 5 minutes. He must go do what he needs to do and get on the scale because my fighters will be on weight for a title fight. We're not going to, even if I'm over and the supervisor is like, no, it's fine. You can be overweight. What does that mean with the other guy? You understand? So I went to the bathroom. I actually just used the bathroom quickly. I came back. I reweighed. I was 63.1. I was on weight. We said, we're going to do this properly. We are professional. I work with Dominic. He's a very professional coach. He said, as I just quoted now, my fighter will not go on a scale and go overweight and be fine with it. We don't work like this. This is boxing. We work according to the rules. Then we asked them for rules meeting. Rules meeting will take place at the event tomorrow, an hour before the event. Also very shocking. We need to talk about the gloves. We need to hear the rules of the event, of the fight. What eight counts, and if someone gets cut, the rules of the fight. 24 hours before the fight. This happens everywhere. WPF, whatever happens, this rules meeting are always 24 hours before the fight. That after the weigh-in, we sign official papers to say we've weighed. We sign papers for our rules meeting. We check, we've seen the gloves. They know what trunks we're wearing. Everything is done. You understand? None of this happened. So even my coach was like, hey, he's been in over 153 world championship fights. He's never come across something like this. For him, this is all very new and he's not liking what's going on. I keep telling him, don't worry, coach, everything is going to be fine. Let's just go back to the hotel. Everything's going to be okay. Okay. The promoter even gives us more money because we were given 50 euros by my opponent for 4 days for me and the coach. Like,
why did your opponents have to give you money? Like, why wasn't it the promoter?
Because the opponent paid for everything. He paid for the purse, paid for the flights, paid for everything. So he was liable for everything, corona tests and all, as stated on contract. So we even said, it's not the promoter's job. It is the opponent's. He said on the contract he'll pay for everything. But my promoter, the promoter was like, no, this is actually wrong what they're doing to you guys. Here's more money for you guys to eat and stuff like this. And we're very sorry to hear about this. Also, that you're staying so far, you could have stayed here with us, close in a hotel where the rest of the boxers are staying, where it's closer, where, you don't have to drive 1 hour, half an hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes just for weigh-in. The fight, we have to drive 1 hour 30, 1 hour 40 minutes to get to the fight. You understand? Because it's in Poland to drive to the Czech Republic. So with that being said, I said to the coach, don't worry, tomorrow's the fight. Let's get ready. We're here to fight. I'm here to fight. I'm not even worried about the lousy 2,500 purse. For me, it's not about the purse. I want to get going, my career, to get going again, to be active. This will open big doors for me. I'm fighting a very creditable boxer. He's an MTK fighter. I put on a good show, yeah. My career keeps going, So it's not about money. My training camp costs more than my purse. You understand? Then we get to the fight meeting. Get to the fight, it's the rules meeting. We get to the rules meeting. First we get to the medical. The craziest medical I've ever been about it. It was 2 minutes, not even 1 minute medical. They scanned my forehead with the corona test to check my temperature. The man rubbed my nipples. He hit my tummy and he told me I was good to fight. I was like, huh?
What the hell?
Yeah, this is the first thing. Even the coach made a joke. He said, this is the quickest medical for a championship fight we've ever seen. I was even like, are we finished? Do I sign anything? Am I good? No blood pressure was taken. Okay. No urine samples were taken. No physical checks where they check your reflexes and all of this. None of this was done. It was honestly a temperature check on your forehead. And the weirdest thing, the man rubbed my nipples and he hit me and he said, you're good to fight. He didn't check my knuckles. He didn't check my hands to see anything was, if I'd broken my hand. He didn't do the eye checking or anything like that to say, am I really good to fight? And then I was set off. So I was like, okay, wow, this is strange. The rules meeting comes. We go to the rules meeting. Get to the rules meeting. Yes, Declan and his team are there. His team have got a paper from the UBO, an official paper. We don't get none of this. I sit down, I look at all of this. The promoter, I sit next to the promoter. There's 3 gentlemen in front of me. They are from the Czech Boxing Association. They cannot speak English. So they explain the contest to us, but they speak in Czech, in Polish or whatever. Then the promoter has to interpret what they're saying. Guess what the rule meeting went? Hey guys, have you ever watched boxing? Say yes. Yes. So this contest is like what you see on TV, 12 rounds, no 8 counts. And yeah, if you've seen championship boxing, it's the same. My coach gets up, he walks out. He says, no. He can't believe what's happening. For a rules meeting, we get told like that. It's like what you see on TV. We still laugh about it. Okay. So coach walks out. I look at the gloves. I say, first thing I say was, they present 2 sets of gloves. So I say, Declan, Let's flip a coin toss, okay? You choose your gloves, I choose my gloves. If you weren't chosen already, because I was told, yes, he's chosen the gloves, what. I say, brother, the reason why I want to flip the gloves, if I look at these gloves on the table, these gloves are worn out, first of all. They've been used. The gloves that he wanted to choose, the gold and blue ones, the knuckles, I picked the gloves up. I said, look here, there's no padding on the knuckles, and you want to choose these gloves. I said, I said to him, brother, you've been in so many fights. You're even managed with MTK. You've had bigger fights than me. You've been on bigger stages than me. And here you want to offer me to fight you with gloves like this. I said, come on, brother. I'm here. I'm really, really here. I'm here to fight you. I'm ready to fight you. But let's be fair about things at least, you know? Then we have an argument. The argument's going on. Then they say he must bring another pair of gloves. He goes to his bag. He brings out another two pairs, a red pair of gloves and a black and white one with the silver. I'm sure everyone knows I've posted it and shit like this. I look at these gloves. The red pair in South Africa, Mr. Sports Price pair of gloves. Okay, I still look at them. I still say to the commission, I say, okay, I take Declan's gloves. I take the red pair that I am told I have to wear. These are the gloves I wear. I say, the different sizes of gloves. I'm not even, it can say 8 ounce on here, but these look like 10 to 12 ounces. Then his coach says, yeah, it's the padding. And I say, well, how does the man want to wear gloves with no padding and you want to give me gloves with thick padding? Where is this making sense? I said to them, where is this make? I even said, come on. I even laughed. I said, I picked up the red pair. I said, I looked at the commission. I looked at Deacon. I was like, guys, come on, man. He's being serious. These are pick and pay. These are Mr. Price, the ones that you bought for your daughter and your kids, gloves to hit the bag and stuff. I said, we're in a world title fight. Let's be professional. Let's really do this the professional way. I understand, yes, there was no new gloves there, but why didn't, even on my side, I'll be honest, my management team could have given us gloves, given them new gloves from Ireland to bring to the fight, okay? We were told to bring gloves. The coach said no. Our duty to be bringing gloves to the fight. It's the promoters, and if the guys are paying the purse, it's their duty to get gloves, even if they have to buy new gloves. He wants the fight, so they have to give us the gloves, new gloves. It's not like we made this up. We did message them during the week. There was talk of gloves and stuff like this. And my coach said, no, he's not bringing, he's got pairs of new 8 ounce gloves in his, but he said, this is not our duty to be bringing gloves to a fight. It's the promoter. If he wants to put on a world title fight, must go and buy gloves. If this Declan really wants to pay for his fights and stuff, he must bring new pair of gloves. Okay, so we are in the lobby. My coach is outside. I'm saying to these guys, come on, guys. Money and stuff. The promoter starts shouting at me, saying, yeah, we'll take the money. I say to him, brother, it's not about the money. It's about safety and security. I even said to Declan, I said, bro, if I had to choose a pair of gloves here, I would choose these. They're the smallest, they got the least padding. I'm at an advantage here. But I wouldn't even take this or give you these gloves to fight me in, bro, because our safety, it's a safety and security here in this sport. It's a regulation, okay, that at the end of the day, the gloves must be safe to use, okay? Not this one doesn't have padding, this one's got padding. it's dangerous. We're gonna beat each other up for 12 rounds. Yes, it's a hurt game. It's a hurt game sport, but should we really take it to that extent? You know, let's rather stick to rules. From there, arguing. So at the end of the day, while we're arguing, I'm getting fumed up. I'm outside. I'm speaking to my managers in Ireland. I'm now the fight is not even the main priority. It's just the gloves. That oak is inside. He's wrapped up. He's got his kit on. He's warmed up. They're coming outside, tuning me. Come, bro. Come fight. Come fight. Yes. Now they say we will flip a coin and stuff. I should know, but we should have done this long time. 2 hours ago, we should have done this flipping a coin story. You fought with me. Then they say, okay, we've got a new pair of gloves. I go with Declan. We go upstairs. There's before us, there's two ladies fighting. They've got, the one lady's got Adidas gloves. New pair. This is what I'm talking about. Look at these gloves compared to the ones downstairs. I said, these are new fight gloves. Now, this is something I would wear. If this lady agrees that she will give us these gloves after her bout, I'm more than happy to wear these gloves. You know, they're new. Yes, they're not new because they will fight in them, but they're new. They fight proper gloves. And then we go to the next room. I look at the Everlast gloves that the other girl, so she was even like, no, these are my gloves. She just bought the gloves. And we're like, can we maybe use them for the bout and stuff? Then I say to Declan, listen, I need to go downstairs now, speak to my coach, speak to my team, see if we're going to take this fight. I go downstairs. The coach said, no. Yes, no, yes, no. I said, no, we're not going to take the fight. Nothing is going right here. The glove story, now you must use somebody else's gloves. It's just nothing is going right. And you're not in the right state of mind. This morning, we're ready to fight. I'm in my hotel room. We're doing light pads, ready to fight. Now we just fought for 2 hours, arguing over gloves and stuff like this. And now they want to throw you in the ring in the next 10 minutes. No time to warm up and stuff. He said, no. He said, your health, number one, is very important to me, you know? And the way this has gone down, where from rules meeting, way in, we haven't even signed anything off. To us like absolute rubbishes, you know? We live to fight another day. It broke my heart because at the same time, I sacrificed, I missed out on something very big and important in my life that happened on Friday here. And I missed that, to go there, to be treated like this, to be told, I'm a journeyman, what. I even said, hey, bro, you can call yourself a journeyman. I'm a boxer. I'm from Africa. None of this stuff happens. BSA themselves, Boxing South Africa, in a third world country, don't even come up with things like this. I've never seen, for me, I've never seen something like this, you know? Also the gloves, when I even said to my management team, you know, I can show you a photo of the gloves. You need to hold these gloves. I put my hands in all the gloves. I actually went and I went like this and I was like, no, guys. I said, come on, you're old. Even these gloves were not old like old as in they've been used once or twice. No, these are old gloves. They've been used many times, you know, even smelling sweaty. Like, I'm like, come on, guys. I'm like, if we're going to do this, we have to do it professionally. And we offered him, we said, bro, we will reschedule this fight, okay? We will pay you triple what you wanted to pay David. We take this fight to Holland or something like this on a different date where we have proper organization, proper people there, okay? And we can have this fight. You understand? no, no, I'll never fight you again. Or so for me, I look like a joke. Why? Because I walked away from a fight. For me, is I respected myself. I respected the sports of boxing. I respected the rules and the regulations of boxing. I would never pay a fighter to come fight me. Okay, even if I was paying him 500 euros or 100 euros, I would never give him to fight me for a title, and I'll give him, like, treat him and give him the respect and treat him the way they treated me. I would never do that. I even said to them, I said, I would never do this to anybody. You know, if you want your title so bad, funny enough, they found someone walking around there and they
Yeah.
used him
I
to
saw that on
fight.
Facebook. I saw you said on Facebook someone with like I think 2 wins and 1 loss, and they found him around there somewhere.
No, he lost that. That was his first loss because he lost.
Oh,
Even if you watch the video of the fight, the Oak didn't even throw punches at him. And yes, we've emailed the WBO, we've emailed the UBO president and everything to say, guys, firstly, I had to go through medical checks. I had to pay for my medicals here. I had to get my license renewed. I had to do a lot of things. My name had to be approved from the UBO to step into a fight. How does this all guy 30 minutes walking around helping set up to come into a title fight and it gets approved? It doesn't make sense. You know, if the fighter walks away from the fight, it's a non-contest. The fight doesn't happen. We talk. If we reschedule, we reschedule. But now, what? The Oakie's gonna glorify himself over a guy you found walking around the lobby. It doesn't make sense. I trained 3 months for this fight, even 3 years. If you put it in all my training, it's been 3 years. I'm just training. Even like today, I'm going back into the gym. You know, I start hitting the road work. I don't have a fight, but this is what I do. I train. I wait for the phone call to come to say, hey, David, we got you a fight or something, you know.
so wait, so nothing is like on, like you obviously have nothing set. I mean, you were supposed to just fight now and then like take some time off, but you are hitting the gym. I mean, what do you think is going to come next for you? Like, what is the aim?
Yeah, the aim is still to keep fighting. Like, I've got a good team behind me with a good private sponsors and stuff like this, who are willing to sit down with Declan's team to say, listen, we can reschedule. We'll pay him, Declan, a purse. What does he want? You know, he can't ask for 20,000 euros and stuff. It's a UBO title. You know what I'm saying? But my sponsors are saying they're willing to sit down, hear what he wants for the fight, and let's reschedule before the year ends. You know, let's make it fair. We fight Declan if he comes to the party, if he wants to. If not, we look elsewhere. We look at other fights. I don't know what's going to be honest with my management team. They probably, because they're from Ireland and everything, I'll probably get fired from them, but I haven't heard from them. No one's spoken to me. Only heard from them when we were outside. They were pushing me to take the fight. And I was like, hey guys, we're already in Poland. The last time I spoke to them, we were pulling back into the hotel in Poland. And I said, I'm already in Poland. But my people have offered to fight Declan again with the bigger, we'll pay him more, we'll take care of him. We can go to the Netherlands, they can come to Germany, we can go on neutral grounds. They'll pay for everything, get a proper organization there that does everything properly. And it's not like I'm scared of the Oak or anything. I actually watched him fight. I can't even comment on what I saw him and how his fight was, because at the end of the day, I didn't step in the ring. So I can't be like, you understand? And I won't be like that. I know I can give him one hell of a fight. I know I'll be very difficult for him. And I just hope really, really hope that he takes the offer. And we really, we make this fight. If we do to be actually, the fight actually does go on and on fair terms and conditions. And I think it will actually be quite a big fight now because of what has happened. So it's up to Declan's team and his management and to see if they want to do this. If not, my team looks somewhere else. We start looking for fights. I've got a strong, strong, strong team behind me that want to get me going. So we're on it. We're looking for something. And that's why I'm getting back in the ring. Starting to run again. I'll be in the gym today, not in a boxing gym, just with my conditioning coach, just to keep my body going. Then when I'm back with my family, then I'll be back in the boxing gym and we take it from there.